Hello friends, welcome to this channel Statistics for All. E-learning anytime, anywhere. Please like, subscribe and share. Also press bell icon. Thank you.
Least cost method or matrix linear method. Illustration number 3. Find solution using least cost method. Here matrix is given. Supply S1, S2, S3 and S4 and demand D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 and D6. Here in first row S1 9, 12, 9, 6, 9, 10. Second row S2 7, 3, 7, 7, 5, 5. S3 third row 6, 5, 9, 11, 3, 11. S4 6, 8, 11, 2, 2, 10. And your supply S1 5, S2 6, S3 2, S4 9. And D1 demand 4, D2 4, D3 6, D4 2, D5 2 4 and D6 2. Your total demand and supply both are equal, that is equal to 22. Now solution, total number of supply constraint, that is equal to your 4. Here we can see that S1, S2, S3 and S4 in rows, and total number of demand constraint, that is equal to your 6, that we can see your D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 and D6. Now the smaller transportation cost is 2 in cell S4 D5, that is 4th row 5th column. Here we can see that it is minimum 2. The location of this cell is minimum 9 4, where 4 is minimum. Here we can see that your supply is 9 in this row and in this column is demand is 4, where 4 is minimum. Now as we know that here 4 is minimum, so we deduct in table number 1. We can see that here 9 minus 4, here we get value 5 here, and 4 minus 4, that is equal to your 0. Here it is given that this satisfies the entire demand of D5 leaves 9 minus 5, that is equal to 5 units with S4. Now as you allocate 4 in S4 D5, that is 4th row 5th column, so your demand is 0, so we cut 5th column. Now the smaller transportation cost is 2 in cell S4D4. S4D4 here is 2. Now the allocation of this cell is minimum 5 2, where 2 is minimum. Here we can see that supply is 5 and your demand is 2 in this column. Now it leaves 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3 units with S4. Here we can see that now to deduct 5 minus 2, here we get value 3 in table number 2, and your 2 minus 2, that is equal to your 0. As you allocate 2 in S4D4, that is 4th row 4th column, so your demand is 0, so we cut 4th column. Now the smaller transportation cost is 3 in cell S2D2. S2D2, here we can see that second row second column. Now allocation to this cell is minimum 6 4, where 4 is minimum. Here we can see that supply is 6 in this row and in this column is demand is 4. Now this satisfies the entire demand of D2 and leaves 6 minus 4, that is equal to 2 units with S2. Now here we can see that in table number 3, 6 minus 4, here we get value 2 and 4 minus 4, 0. As you allocate 4 in S2D2, that is second row second column, and we can see that your demand is 0, so we cut second column. Now the smaller transportation cost is 5 in cell S2D6. So S2D6, here we can see that is 5, and the allocation to this cell is minimum 2 2 and this is 2. So your supply is 2 and demand is also 2 in this column. So now here we can see that supply 2 minus 2, that is equal to 0, and here 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. As you allocate 2 here, S2D6, that is second row 6th column, so both are 0, so we cut second row and 6th column here. Now the smaller transportation cost is 6 in cell S4D1. So S4 and D1, which is given here, fourth row first column. Now allocation to the cell is minimum 3 4, which is equal to 3. Minimum is 3. Here we can see that in this row supply 3 is given and demand in this column is given 4. So 3 is minimum. This observes the capacity of S4 and hence leaves the 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1 unit with D1. So here we can see that 3 minus 3, that is equal to your 0, and 4 minus 1, that is equal to your 1. As you allocate 3 here in first column fourth row. So as we know, we can see that your supply is just 0, so we deduct, so we cut fourth row as supply is here 0. Now the smaller transportation cost is S6 in cell S3D1. S3D1. Here we can see that third row first column. The allocation to this cell is minimum 2 1, where 1 is minimum. So supply is here 2 and demand is 1. So 1 is minimum. Now this satisfies the entire demand of D1 and this 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1 units with S3. So here supply here 2 minus 1, we get value here 1, and 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So we allocate 1 in S3D1, that is third row first column. So your demand is 0, so we cut first column. Now the smaller transportation cost is 9 in cell S1D3. S1D3, that is first row third column. Now the allocation to this cell is minimum 5 6, where 5 is minimum. So supply is here in this row, supply is 5, and in this column demand is 6. So your 5 is minimum. This observes the capacity of S1 and leaves 6 minus 5, that is equal to 1 unit with D3. So here we can see that here in first row 5 minus 5 0, that is in table number 7, and 6 minus 5, that is equal to your 1, as we allocate 5 in S1D3, that is first row third column. Now we can see that your supply is 0, so we cut first row. Now the smaller transportation cost is 9 in cell S3D3. Your S3D3, that is equal to your 9. The allocation to this cell is minimum 1 1, and both are equal. So your supply is 1 and demand is also is 1. So now 1 minus 1, here we get value 0, and your in demand 1 minus 1, that is equal to your 0, as you allocate 1 in S3D3. So we cut third row and third column, both are 0 because demand and supply both are 0. Now initial feasible solution is here. Now the minimum total transportation cost is given here from this table matrix: 9 into 5, 3 into 4, 5 into 2, 6 into 1, 9 into 1, 6 into 3, 2 into 2, 2 into 4. So here by multiplying this and adding this, we get value total 112. Here the number of allocated cells are 8. Here we can see that in first row there is 1, in second row there are 2 cells allocated, in third row there are 2 cells allocated, and in fourth row there are 3 cells allocated. So total is 8. So which is 1 less than 2, m plus n minus 1. M is row 4 and n is column 6, minus 1. So 10 minus 1, that is equal to your 9. So both are unequal. So therefore this solution is degenerate.